50 years ago, when I was growing up on the shores of Beaver Lake, Arkansas, and taking long wandering walks around its shores, scavenging for things, I had lots of dreams. And I'd already been to Colorado backpacking with my dad, so I knew definitely I wanted to spend some time in the mountains. We moved to Arkansas from living on the beach in Maryland, and I loved living on the beach, so I knew I wanted to spend time at the beach. But I had no idea how I was going to do it. Little did I know at the time that this would play a big role. Not what it is, but what it does, more specifically what it represents. It's the pen represents selling, which I think is probably the most improvisational way to be creative with words, thoughts, and ideas. You know, Winston Churchill said that half my lifetime I've earned my living selling words, and I hope thoughts. It is it's something I ran across years ago in New Zealand. I think was the first time that that I used this as a question in sales interviews. I was introduced to it, to a great interview process by John Monaghan, and really changed the way I looked at sales. I had gotten into in depth into sales a couple years before, but I really expanded my possibility there. And recently it's come to fame, well, not really recently, but since the Wolf of Wall Street came out, and several times in the movie he says, "Sell me this pen." Well, that was the question that we used in the interviews, and I've seen a couple videos out that really don't seem to be to the point, so I figured I would try to, if the flies don't get me here, try to get a little bit of fun point into this today. So we're going to start with the short version, and then we're going to go to the little bit longer version, but this is not any kind of foo-foo stuff. So, you seem like an honest person to me. Can you answer one question about this pen honestly? Now, yeah? Okay. I'm going to ask you two questions actually, but I want you to only answer the second question. Would you give me $100 for this pen if I could show you how to make $300 in about an hour of your time? Now here's the second question that you should answer honestly now. Will the answer to this question be the same as the answer to the last question? No? Good. Congratulations, you're going to love your extra pen. Yes? Congratulations, you're going to love your extra pen. So that's the short and simple Joe King version of this presentation. It's play with words, but you see where I'm going with this, because you want to ask questions that are simple, that people have an easy time answering. They don't really have to think about it, and you want to lead with small commitments to get to the bigger commitments. It's a stair-step approach, and you know, when you've got a big flight of stairs, you don't try to jump from the bottom to the top in one step. You go in small steps. Butterflies. This is butterfly season here. And you use fact, benefit, and tie down, which I'll actually use quite a bit in the next pen presentation. And you close by either assuming, congratulations, you're going to enjoy your new pen, or giving a choice. Do you want the black one or the silver one? Which would you prefer? So we'll go to the second one. This is the presentation that I taught in sales meetings, and I think it sums up almost everything about a sales presentation that you can do. So, do you use pens? Yeah, everybody does it, don't they? Actually, some of the most important things that we do in life involve using pens. Signing a mortgage for your home, birth certificates, lots of things use pens. And have you ever been in a situation where you needed a pen and you didn't have one? Yeah, everybody has. Now, if I were to offer you this pen right now, how much would it be worth to you? 5 cents maybe? Yeah? 5 cents? All right. Congratulations. You're going to love having your new extra pen to put somewhere where you might need it in the future. So that's it. Fact benefit tie down. You use pens. It's good to have an extra one around, and the tie downs with the body language, the nodding head, and the assumptive close. Now here I used price as an incentive. The previous presentation I used price intentionally $100. You see, if it was a play with words, but if you can help a prospect get what they can use and what will benefit them the shortest way possible, it's good for everybody, because time is a valuable commodity. And so, for example, and I'm making a lot of assumptions because I have to fulfill what I was promising, which was to show her how to make $300 if she bought the $100 pen. Now, and if she makes $300, if she is successful in that, then everybody's happy, because she has profited 200%. She's made $200. She's recouped her $100 and made $200 more for a very, very small investment of time and money. And I'm happy because I've gotten about a $99.80 profit. So it's a win-win situation. And that's why if you have a good product, you really should take the time to write down a good presentation and make sure it gets to the point, the fun point, as quick as possible. There was a policeman, and he saw a girl get out of a car. She, dressed very scantily, and he saw her take some money from the guy in the car, and then she walked over to the street corner leaning up against the building, and so he walked over to her and he said, "You wouldn't be selling sex, would you?" And she said, "Absolutely not. I'm selling expensive condoms with a free demonstration." Free is an incredibly powerful word, and when you're selling, if you sell benefits versus features, you're going to get a lot further. The benefits of having an extra pen versus the features are nothing. That's why you should, if you ever use this type of question in a sales presentation, you can throw in a bit of a wrench for the interviewee by putting in a nice pen, because that'll throw them right off. What they'll do is they'll immediately start selling the features. You don't want to use pens with lots of features. Well, you could if you want to throw off the interviewee. For example, this is a fun little pen. It's got a stylus for your computer and a flashlight, which is kind of fun. And this one is a pen that looks like a pencil from the National Gallery of Ireland. And this is a flashy pen. It's a Mont Blanc Meisterstück, and this was a Sales award. I love sales awards that actually you can do something with them. So there you go. Get out and sell something. Have some fun with selling.